What's up, YouTube? What's up, Extreme Gains family? I'm Chuck. This is Extreme Gains. I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I say is or ever will be financial advice. Please do not take it as such. Today's Thursday, June 23rd. I almost said January. June 23rd, 2022, and this is my AMC, GME, and SPY Algo exposed daily update and preparation video for tomorrow, TGIFF and beyond. As always, I hope you all had a great day in the market. Hope you're able to take advantage of this crazy volatility and make some extreme gains for yourselves. I'm gonna go over all my regulars, my snake algo method for all three tickers, and some macro comparatives. So with that said, let's dig in. Real quick, my extreme gains today from my scalp setups on the 7 tickers that I always set up. I had 17 separate entries from trigger, the highest ROI being 120%, then a 100%, a couple 75s, a couple 60s, a few 40s, down to 20 to round out the list. Always grateful, always happy with those. I say it in every video because I truly mean it. I hope you all were able to do something similar and make some extreme gains for yourselves. I'm going to dive into the charts, but real quick, I just want to give a shout out to those of you that replied to my tweet. I put a tweet out sharing a personal life experience of mine. Today is the 2-year anniversary of when I was under the knife having my cancer excision surgery when I was first diagnosed with cancer 2 years ago. And I did let y'all in on that through a tweet. So for those of you that reached out either in the comments or via DM showing love, thank you all very, very much. It was nice hearing from you. I love y'all too. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate everybody that comes here to watch these videos every night. Even though the numbers are going down, I keep coming out and making these videos because you guys and gals keep coming back to watch them. So if there were no you, there would be no me out here doing this. So I appreciate y'all coming nightly, participating, watching the videos, commenting on the videos, liking the videos, sharing the videos. All of that stuff really does matter, and I want to say thank you back to those of you that are here doing that faithfully, and a special thanks to everybody that replied to me in love today. All right, with all of that said, let's dig into the charts. On your screen, real quick, SPY on your right, I want to show you this first. This is today's micro intraday snake on the 5-minute SPY chart. You can see it is an absolute dead-on projection and fulfillment. It was unreal to watch this happen again today. It's unreal every day. I do this live in my premium Discord in the private live streams every single day, and we get to watch this stuff play out like this every single day. It is absolutely mind-blowing. I'm the one doing it, and I'm still awestruck and mind-blown by this on the daily. But there you go. I did not tweet it out. I did erase it off of AMC. What I can tell you about AMC's is it was even cleaner than SPY's, and SPY's is pretty damn clean. So anyways, there's the projection and fulfillment from the micro intraday on SPY. Here we go. Currently on your screen, AMC and my intra-week snake. AMC finished the day today down 4.37%, currently down an additional 0.58% in after hours, trading at $11.98. The current intra-week snake on the screen is in the straight up position, no mirroring whatsoever. The mirrored position expired up top here last night, and this was the only projection to downside today on the intra-week snake, and it fulfilled itself once again, candle for candle, essentially to the downside, right back down to the ascending level of support that it projected price action to do so. This thing has essentially fulfilled itself candle for candle throughout the last, what, week and a half now. So unreal, kind of crazy to see numbers on the videos going down. We have a spike 2100. What was it on Sunday, and then on Monday, and then just straight down from there. So anywho, those of you that keep showing up, I hope you're benefiting from some of the information that I am sharing here, and my tactics and my methods here. I hope in some way, shape, or form, even if it's just to open your eyes and show you something different that you haven't seen, I hope to some extent it's beneficial to you. So that's why I do it as well. Anyways, I'm being sappy, I know it. It's just one of those days for me. Can't help it. Anyways, here we go. So you can see that there's still some room left on this interweek snake for continued fulfillment if price action were to continue fulfilling it into what appears to be tomorrow's market open. Now, as you know the drill, I always clip the day of and the day prior to the divergence. Today would be the day prior to if this completion and divergence would happen tomorrow morning. So I cannot clip the day of, obviously, until tomorrow. Here is the day prior to, but unfortunately, I need some price action tomorrow to be able to place this on its initial placement. I can take a stab at it here real quick, and I hate to even do this because it really doesn't make any sense, but to do that. But here's where, if I had to take a stab at it, where it would go would be right there. I would overlay it and overlap it on the current intra-week snake and its projection going into tomorrow, and hopefully get a fulfillment out of that, and then it could lead to this. But that doesn't mean anything until I see the data in the form of the price action tomorrow to get a good position on this moving forward. But anyways, that's the only thing I'm looking at right now with the intra-week snake on AMC. I'm kind of stuck waiting to see what kind of price action we get tomorrow morning before I give an initial placement, and obviously before I clip the next potential day of divergence snake. So that's everything intra-week snake for AMC. The macro comparative, as you know, is from the double right next door, the double bottom over here on the macro 4 hour. I've used it in both the flipped position and the straight up position. Straight up is the red, blue is the flipped. Right here, you can see the flipped position and the fulfillment of that to the downside today, literally candle for candle. You can see what the projection is from the flipped position moving forward if price action were to continue to fulfill it in that placement. Excuse me. The straight up position of the same macro comparative is right here. And you can see this was an invert mirroring the blue and the red of each other in this position. And you can see we have kind of pulled away from the upside move of the red one. I still think we're in range to potentially fulfill that to the upside if this were to go potentially tomorrow. But I think after tomorrow, obviously, if it goes downside, we're going to be following the blue one at that point. But there you go. That's what it looks like today and moving forward into tomorrow and beyond if price action were to fulfill that. Then we have GME. GME finished the day today up, I almost said down, up 2.57%. Currently down 0.37% in after hours, trading at 141.50. The current intra-week snake that is on your screen, you can see the projection of it today fulfilled candle for candle to the upside. And now it looks like potentially rejection. Back downside, obviously, would be the projection moving forward into tomorrow and beyond if price action were to continue to fulfill it in its position. It's going on, what, we got 1, 2, this will be the third full week coming up. I think we need 2 more days here for 3 full weeks of projection and fulfillment from this current intra-week snake, which is kind of crazy. I think at that point it almost becomes a macro comparative, but nonetheless, I'll take it. So that is the current intra-week snake. The macro comparative, as you know, is like AMC from its previous double bottom, and I've looked at it in the straight up and the mirrored. Here is the straight up position, and we've talked about this briefly, but you can see it. We have diverted to the upside away from it, and we are replicating this downside movement in an upside manner, therefore indicating this is fulfilling in the mirrored position. So here is the mirrored position, and once again today, this thing projected and fulfilled itself candle for candle to the upside. You can see moving forward in the mirrored position what the projection is if price action were to continue to fulfill it in this placement. And that is everything I have and I am looking at and for with GME moving into tomorrow and beyond. Last but not least, SPY. SPY finished the day today up 0.98%. Currently down 0.2% in after hours, trading at 377.32. The current intra-week snake is what is on your screen, and it as well fulfilled its projection today. And you can see moving forward what the projection may be from it if price action were to continue to fulfill it in this current placement. We looked at this. I'm not going to go through all this on here because it'll take up a bunch of time, but these are invert mirrorings, exact candle for candle replica invert mirrorings of this upside projection, right? We're getting the rainbow formation here, and it's in the U formation down here, but it is an exact replica, mirrored and inverted as this projection is showing, but in this downside manner. So when we get here, it's very obvious, since this already has mirrored itself in one placement here throughout this projection of the intra-week snake, that it could potentially do that again. So I'm looking for that moving forward into tomorrow and beyond. Obviously, the next movement here looks potentially like some short-term downside, and then back upside here. And obviously, if that were mirrored, it would be completely opposite. It would be short-term upside, and then the long arm here would be downside. So those are the characteristics of movements that I'll be looking at when it comes to the intra-week snake moving into specifically tomorrow. And then I'll have a beat on it going forward after tomorrow, I do believe. But anyways, that's the intra-week snake for SPY. The macro comparative for SPY is from the 0809 correction and crash, and it is in the extended position, which has been like this. And I have looked at this. Let me get it here. Right there. In this position here. And obviously, we're getting outside of this a little bit. The requirement in this position would obviously be a hard downside move for it to converge back with this, if it were to continue to fulfill this in this position and not continue upside in any manner. That is the OG extended version position. I did talk to you briefly last night of a suggested alternate position from a premium Discord member, and I showed you that in the video last night. So this is it there within the same macro comparative. What it does essentially is move us closer to the bottom and of this before the correction, and then we start heading, or the reversal, really not a correction, a full-on macro reversal back to upside after we come out of that bottom, but it moves us closer to that. And I talked to you briefly in last night's video about this in this position and what it may be indicating, this short upside move to around the 380 to 385-ish area prior to a rejection then down off of one of those areas to the upside, and then the fulfillment of the continued downside projection if it were to do that. So I do believe this is still valid in the moment right now, at the moment, and moving forward into tomorrow and beyond. I would expect to see a continuation to upside in that manner. And then potentially going into next week, we would get the rejection off of that if that were to continue upside tomorrow. So that is everything that I am looking at with SPY in its entirety, as well as AMC and GME. That is everything I have for this video. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you all very much. I appreciate it greatly. Sorry for the stumbling and bumbling. I had doctor's appointments. I had lawn mowing. I had all kinds of stuff. Bear with me. I'm tired. I'm wore out. I'm excited, whatever. Bear with me. I appreciate y'all. Take care. I will not get an update and prep video out tomorrow night because it's Friday night. So I will have another one out on Sunday night for the weekly update and prep moving into next week. Do me and you a favor tomorrow and make some extreme gains in the market. And I will talk to you all on the next one. Take care. Talk to you then. Later.